up, chowing down on good food, even bad food, can mean stomach flare-ups, especially around the holidays. And Dr. DeRosa is here with ways you can make sure heartburn and other problems don't ruin your holiday. You know, we've all dealt with heartburn or upset stomach at one point. Some of you deal with it maybe on a regular basis, others probably every just once in a while. So with Thanksgiving just a few days away, we thought it would be good to get some advice on how to avoid these things and then how to treat them if they happen. So our favorite doctor in the house, Dr. Angela DeRosa, is here. Good morning.
Fabulous morning to you.
I just do these.
That's because you have the worst diet known to mankind.
That's not this that's not part of this this thing here.
Well, with Thanksgiving right around the corner, turkeys are not the only things getting stuffed.
Right.
And unfortunately, our diets, when we look at the digestive tract, not only does it help nutrition and absorption of those nutrients, but it's also our immune system. A large part of our immunity lies in our gut, and if bad flora or bad things get into our gut, we can get very sick.
Okay.
So the things that we also want to avoid is that we look at the Thanksgiving holiday is all the terrible things that you love to eat, I'm certain. Coffee can actually be one of our favorite things to get us up in the morning, can also cause a lot of indigestion and acid reflux.
Okay.
Alcohol. Oh, yes, especially at bedtime, because that can come up and get into our esophagus, especially as we lie down, and lead to a lot of esophageal reflux.
All right.
We get bratwurst, the potato chips.
Now, wait a minute, I thought that green stuff was healthy for you.
Well, broccoli is good for you from an antioxidant, but actually it causes a lot of gas.
Oh, it does?
So that can lead to a lot of distension.
It's a good thing I don't eat it.
Well, there are other fruits and vegetables that you can eat. Okay. But when you're looking at better things, you want to look at the whole wheat varieties of grains. Get a lot of hydration and water that flushes everything through your system. The good vegetables, you recognize those?
I see them.
Yes. Carrots, the beans, the fruits. You get the apples that have a lot of fiber that help move things through the gut, but also keeps that flora intact in the gut that helps our immunity.
I see the gum out there. What's that for?
The gum, when you look at a lot of the spearmint and peppermint gums, peppermint is one of the worst things for gastroesophageal reflux. It can stimulate that acid, but also cause a lot of distension of the esophagus, which lets the acid go up.
Well, how are we going to take care of this?
Well, first off, always eat right, hydrate. Make sure you're doing a good thing from a dietary standpoint. But if you get a little bit of the upset stomach, your favorite, the Tums are a great way to get rid of that gas instantaneously.
Okay.
The Pepcid, so the anti-acid, those types of agents help calm down the acid in the stomach. And if you're looking at some people who take a lot of non-steroidals or things for joint pains, there's actually newer agents that help with those anti-acids built into them, which can help for those people with pain. But the best thing to do is get it at the front end. Eat better, because not only does it help digestion, but your immunity.
So if you're having to take Tums on a regular basis, should you go figure out what the deal is?
Yeah, and the rule of thumb is if you're having ongoing heartburn symptoms for greater than 10 years, you absolutely...
10 years?
10 years, you need to have a scope for sure. But if you're having it ongoing for more than a year or so, you definitely should have that evaluated, because that can start to cause damage of the esophagus, which can actually lead to a precancerous and cancerous condition of the esophagus.
All right, that's
so you
pretty
want to
serious.
make sure you don't take it lightly and get it checked.
All right. Thank you so much. Boy, you are the expert in all of this stuff. We appreciate it.
Oh, always a pleasure.
Okay. If we don't see you, have a great Thanksgiving.
Likewise.